Hey, welcome to Friday Night D&D with the Tuesday campaign with DM Kalsto.
Hello.
Happy Friday, everybody. Well, we had a little bit of an issue. We were gonna have a recap in the journal, but apparently someone stole the journal when I wasn't looking. Um, just kidding. I was totally looking. Bram. So in the time that you stole this journal and read through it, is there anything creative you added to it over the course of this period of time?
Yeah, actually, you know what? All right, I'm gonna enter this journal entry.
Alright.
Hang on, I gotta get the character.
Say I'm walking you.
Yeah. Journal entry. Day whatever of my unrivaled brilliance. I, Vel. No, wait, that's not good enough. I, the amazing, legendary, sexy Vel, mastermind of all things good and awesome, continue to be the best. And I totally mean it. I ain't just making this up. Um, our good boss, Misfit, is truly the greatest boss. Except for Marius, of course. Marius could never be usurped as the greatest boss. He's clearly so much better than Misfit. Um, but Misfit's a good boss nonetheless.
What happened last session, Journal? What happened?
Very smart, very flawless. And I Vel, clearly Vel, not Bram, can only aspire to be as brilliant and as amazing as Misfit. Anyways, truly, we're having a great time. We're all
He
just
doesn't
having
remember what
fun here.
happened.
And and that Bram, what a cool cat that Bram is. Pun intended. Yeah, this is Vel, totally not Bram writing this. Love you, diary. P.S. I may have singed some of the pages just a little bit. Real sorry about that.
Well played. All right, go ahead. Who would you like to give an inspiration to? Since, well, actually, you have a card for Bram. Why don't you go ahead and give it to Bram?
All right. Woo!
It's like I forgot you made it so you can see him.
Yep.
Okay, so picking up where we left off last time, Misfit, you had gone and went to retrieve your adoptive. Is that the appropriate word we'll call it? Pretty close. Little sister. However, upon your way back, full of weird encounters, similar to, I think maybe you had some minor ones. You thought you saw your uncle's head appear. And then you kept seeing things appear, finally, with this massive, translucent, ghost like ship kind of sailing through you and Bluebird. Kind of packing that in and sharing with the group later. You guys basically came back, finished up most of your business, figuring out what was kind of going on, whether you're going to stay and defend the city, whether you're going to go on the mission. Your older dwarven friend was very insistent that you indeed should go north, and things were going to happen as they were going to happen, and that this is a much more important thing. Collectively, you guys eventually decided more of you wanted to go that way, and I believe we are just on the the process of leaving right now. Did anyone have anything else they wanted to do, or did I leave anything cool out that I'm forgetting from last week? All right, then. What you guys doing?
Yeah, specifically wanted to do.
That.
We're just on the road right now. right?
Unless you have something you want to sneak in right before we go, we
Yeah,
are
give it a 7,
literally
8.
heading on the road
Yeah.
because we're going to be fast forwardish traveling. Anybody?
I did my stuff.
All right. Away we go. You guys kind of, I believe, were you in a form or something, Misfit, and Belle was riding on you? Okay. What form were you in?
Moorbounder.
Always good with more. All right. So as you guys head out, we're going to fast forward. This is about 3 days worth of travel, I believe. Let me world map. Or the continent. The island map. Okay. So take the road, but essentially you are charting this course from Lenore to Florn with a heavier wagon. It's probably gonna be about 3 to 4 days, depending on weather and things like that.
Here's Thunder.
Welcome. Howdy, buddy. So, as we go through, boss, this is your job, not my job. I need you to pick someone to roll a D100 for each day. We'll go one at a time very quickly so we can kind of accelerate forward. So we are going to Florence, so if you have things you want to do in Florence, start thinking about those as we make our way there.
I'm just gonna go down the line. Amy, Bram, Marius, Serena.
All right, but wait to roll them until it's your turn.
Not too bad. I picked them up. I dropped it on my desktop. It was a 6.
Good checking his.
Too bad it don't count.
Slumber just got connected in.
I'll give Slumber a second to get in. Bram, will you roll the D-Hundy for me, please?
Yeah, you got it, Misfit.
Thanks, bud.
Big one.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
No way.
There's my 6.
That's awesome.
I dropped
I got
it
you
and it went to
covered,
Bram.
boss. I got you covered.
All right. First day, I will say, excellent day. No issues at all. You don't run into any type of dangers. However, every single one of you, except for Bram, that seems fairly fitting. Ooh, gets to make the roll though. Who wants to make a very questionable roll?
I'm always down for that.
Amy, do
All right.
it.
Questionable roll. 82.
Okay.
Hey, it's better the 82 now, and instead of the how's the day going roll.
As you're all at rest, meditating, deep in sleep, dreaming, whatever it may be, at the exact same time in the evening, you all wake up to the sound of someone screaming. It's almost like there's someone screaming like right next to you. You kind of jolt up and look, and there's nobody there.
I go back to sleep.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
I will immediately start scouting around, do a perimeter check.
First,
Did
I
it
check on
sound,
Ari, then go to sleep.
Did it sound
She
more
slept through
like a scream
cool.
of anger or a scream of terror? or a scream of pain?
More like pain.
Was it a masculine or feminine scream?
Definitely masculine. It was very much like an angry pain scream.
Kind of like a Vash scream?
Could be. If you had to say what it could possibly feel like to be reconstructed and assembled in a very painful way every time you come back.
Hmm.
I think that
And you
might
put
be
a scream with it.
that the hunt is on.
Yes, more or less, you probably have determined that he is reconstituted.
Round
But-
2, buddy.
Misfit, you check everything. You see no signs of anything in the immediate vicinity. You guys wake up the next morning, do your normal thing. Day 2's roll.
A little bit better.
That's not even the right dice.
We're gonna get jumped by Knowles. That's my bet.
We would never get jumped by all.
Second day,
Is that me?
you ride through. Oh no, you're probably the next one. Yeah, second day you ride through. However, the only thing strange, later in the afternoon, before you end up making camp for the evening, you pass like an empty group of wagons. The wagons themselves look mostly in good condition, but they seem to have been emptied out and just kind of tipped over and left.
That certainly isn't suspicious at all.
Um,
Do any of those wheels look sturdy enough to help roll our cart if our wheels get broken?
Roll, I'll take an intelligence or a wisdom check on this one. Your preference.
They are the same score.
I thought that might be the case from what I. You're not 100% sure. The wheels that are on the one you have are like very reinforced and very heavy duty just for what it is. Could it roll you down a road? Yeah. For how long? Who knows? A couple days, hours, go forever. I guess it just depends
Seconds.
on how you. Yeah, it really just is kind of hit and miss. But I mean, to an extent, it's better than nothing.
Hey, I was going to. Hey, Val, do you think we could use those as a spare?
Can I make a check?
Yeah.
Intelligence, wisdom, or carpenter tools?
I'd let you use Carpenter for it.
What stat mod?
What is your intelligence and what's your wisdom?
1 and -1.
Go ahead and use your one. You more or less get the same thing. They definitely could be used for spare parts. Depending on how many you want to collect, they'll definitely work in a pinch. It's not going to be as good as the wheel you have now. You would just need to make sure you're not like extremely rough on it. But it definitely could get you through in a pinch.
In a doomsday scenario, 1 or 2 wouldn't hurt.
Yep.
Not like anything ever happens to our wagon.
All right. Well, I'll do just a quick investigation to make sure that these carts are thoroughly abandoned, and there's not like just a sticky note somewhere that says "Don't touch these."
Roll an investigation check. One of them is like even turned over on its side.
Oh, okay. That makes things easier.
So they're not all fully intact. There's just good pieces. Like
Make sure to check the traps. Could be rigged to explode or something.
As you look through, if you're reaching under things you can't see, just out of curiosity, not critically important right now, Vel, are you using your hand or the other hand?
I'm right hand favored, even though I'm ambidextrous, so that hand touches most everything.
So you reach down. You don't really find much here. You're not sure why this was left. However, so you're kind of reaching through and trying to just see if anything got left behind. You find something kind of soft, some sort of like cloth-like material. You pull it out. It's like a raggedy stuffed rabbit.
This doesn't look like one of Douglas's toys, does it?
No, well, you squeeze inside to make sure there's no like bone flesh bits in there to make it move. No, it just seems like a toy.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely refugee carts, probably. Hey, Misfit, you like stuffed animals, right?
At the prospect of a break, you see Misfit is already curled up in a ball,
Right.
taking a nap.
I'm just gonna.
He perks his head up.
Oh, if you were in a nap and I looked and saw you doing that, I'd just walk over and just tuck it in your arms, and then I'd get Amy to use her axe to just chop one of the turned over wagon's axles in half and just take the wheels off from there.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah, I'd say you can probably get like at least 2 good wheels to take with you.
Yep.
You can take more if you want, but that's pretty much the easy ones.
I'm also thinking about weight.
Just kind of have them on the side as spares, just in case.
But yeah, I mean that was really your only kind of strange thing of the day. Another nice day. Nothing really bad. Continued through the night. Wake up the next morning. Captain. Whose turn is it?
I'm adding a stuffed rabbit to my inventory. Serena. I should know it's Marius.
Oh, then
Never mind.
Oh, there's my
Really good.
6.
I will let Marius take credit for that one.
Okay.
Was his turn.
Just keep coming back. Another wonderful day of travel. No issues whatsoever. Did anyone want to do anything during the duration of this multi-day trip as we're fast forwarding through?
I'm trying to think if there's any just like side projects that I've forgotten about, other than trying to practice teleporting things to me and me, rather than just using them as anchor, like using them as poles instead of anchors, because I haven't gotten a hang of that. That's the only thing I can really think of that I'd be working on.
Can I
guess-
identify the engravings on my new lance? Because the lance isn't magical, but the engravings are.
From what you could tell, because there are more runes than engraved. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just kind of they're more or less marked on there. Questionable material. You can kind of draw your own conclusions. What you were able to ascertain is essentially you have to dedicate yourself to whatever entity is either in or connected to this seemingly packed on this weapon. But once you do, then it activates the extra, more lethal component.
No. Should we break this or keep it?
The lance?
Yep.
And I mean, you said the lance itself wasn't magic, right? So it just had
No.
something within it?
It's a mundane lance. As long as. Hold on. Isn't my axe mundane?
Uh-huh.
He says while eating popcorn.
I'm watching the show, man.
Oh.
It's a vessel for something. Breaking it may release whatever is within, for better or for worse.
Yeah. Can I attempt to have a conversation with it? Or is that not how that works?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. You can definitely try. So, like, what do you want to say to the lance?
I'll have to think about that for today. I might do it tomorrow if we if we're not,
Okay.
6 feet under.
So you spend your time contemplating how you want to bring up this conversation with your lance that you're not sure can talk or not, but better to plan than not have a plan.
Okay, that's one thing I could also try to work on rather than just teleportation practice. That guy seemed to have made new anchors by carving in runes into a rock. I'm gonna see if I can give myself more anchor points.
Question.
Yes.
I don't think you did, but you may. Did you save the rock? Or one of the rocks?
You
I
know
think
what?
you
Yeah,
used it, but I don't
no.
remember.
Oh no, I tried to toss it towards Vash and it fell on the ground and I forgot about it.
But I mean, from what you can remember, it would make enough sense.
And now I'm going to remember, hey, the first thing I did with this group is Vash and I shared a room and I was looking up the dagger he gave me and I copied down his symbols into my journal. I'm just going to see if I can bamf my journal to me with that logic.
I like this concept. Go ahead and roll a d100.
Hopefully at least feel it.
Bram, roll a d100.
Oh.
So here's how this kind of happens. So you start to focus in on it, whether it's working or not. You're not unsure. Bram, you know something a little bit off about the book is it like starts to slightly vibrate. You're very used to like traveling between planes, going to your home plane, traversing many different things, and so you kind of recognize a little bit of what's going on. You just kind of like smack the book almost like you would an old school TV, and it doesn't go through.
I'm so sorry. I swear I put this thing on silent. Bzz, bzz. I'll Hey boss.
Yes.
The book's rumbling. Is
What do you mean? You
I mean,
said it's
it's,
a journal, right? It's not a spell book, is it?
I don't know. I mean, I wrote in it, so I'm a little magical. Maybe I can write spell book. Did I turn it into a spell book?
Do I know anything about what this may be?
You can investigate it and take a look at it, or roll Arcana or whatever you want.
Yeah, as he's talking, I'm just assuming he's holding it, looking at it. I just kind of warg into him to look.
Yeah. Ouch. It's really kind of hard to say. It just looks like a journal.
But
Was it trying to move, or was it just vibrating.
Hmm. Let me see if it's trying to move. I'll hold it like in the palm of my hand, kind of like cradle it,
Mhm.
and I'll see if it tries to move out of my hand.
You hold it in the palm of your hand. Nothing
Yep.
happens.
No, it's not trying to go anywhere. At least that I can tell.
Okay, we'll just keep an eye on it. Let me know if it
I'm
happens
gonna
again.
I'm gonna just draw some silly pictures in it, and then I'm gonna sneak it back into Vel's bag.
Let's make sure we copy all the good stuff out of it first.
Oh, way ahead of you, boss. I got a photographic memory.
Right.
Last time you said it was a pornographic memory.
Listen, you wouldn't believe the rack on that broad, okay? Like, if you saw the broad I saw, you would have a pornographic memory.
10 of 11. All right. Third day in the books. Not an issue at all. At this rate, you'll make it there this following evening. So, for your very last roll, unless someone rolls really, really bad, who is it, Captain?
All right, Marius. All you.
Okay.
If it's a
Give-
6, I'm going to
give him a
fucking shit
6.
myself.
Another 6.
Oh, so close.
Even better.
Not quite a 6.
Okay. Wow.
That's basically
Yeah.
a 6.
Talk about fast forward. All right. So, that last day, beautiful, wonderful day. You make it through without any issue. Is there anything you guys wanted to finish up that day, or basically you'll get there probably even early? I'll say you'll probably get there at like 6:30 in the evening.
I am
I
just
wanna-
reveling in the nice weather, the wonderful forest, sprinting around the woods rapidly.
Probably sometime during lunch, Serena's gonna inquire with Bluebird. Bluebird, how are your illusions coming along? Are you still practicing them?
Or what? I couldn't hear you.
Her illusions.
Oh, yeah, no, I feel quite capable. I mean, I don't kill as many people anymore, but
Oh, that's good.
you know, it helps keep us entertained. Plus, the animals love it.
Do you want to show us some?
Really shouldn't. Those kind of things aren't for showing off. Those things are for battle and for protecting yourself.
Illusions can be for all sorts of things. Battle, protecting yourself, a bit of mischief.
No mischief. You should always be focused. And you should really take yourself more seriously.
Can't take everything so seriously all the
You see
time.
Misfit in the distance, like jumping over trees.
Read roll an
Doing
insight
parkour.
check.
What was that?
I just wanted to roll an insight check.
She's talking to an illusion right now, isn't she?
No, you're talking to her. She's totally just, yeah. She definitely could do it. She is definitely into mischief. She's just pulling your leg.
Come on. Show us what you can do.
Let's see. Still pretty tired from being held captive. Speaking of which, definitely will probably be eating more than most of you as she recovers. However, firstly, she will turn invisible. Well,
Vanishing. It's certainly handy.
and then you just see 8 of her appear. in different locations, probably within about 50 feet of each other.
Do they seem to be mirroring each other, or do they seem to each be an independent illusion?
Roll an Arcana check.
Given her expertise in illusions, will this be with advantage?
Only no, because she uses something different than what we typically do. I would say it's not acting like a large area illusion spell. They all seem to be kind of acting independently. Whether or not that's from one single use of something or multiple uses, you are uncertain. But you can kind of tell they're disconnected from each other.
Are you controlling 8 separate illusions at the same time? Or is this one big illusion with multiple manipulation points?
She just kind of looks over it. Oh, all of hers look over at you. See, now that's your misconception in the first place. What makes you think that I'm anywhere at all?
Are there 9 of her or 8 of her?
8 of her.
Are you just like doing this like with the whole group around?
Yeah. This is probably like while we're having lunch kind of thing.
Can I take a shot at trying to figure it out?
I'm sure, yeah. You just see a bunch of her sitting around and they're having this conversation.
I get the feeling that the 9th is hidden somewhere, vanished from sight.
Could be. Could not be. And you watch as the one closest to in front of you, with still like 12 feet away, pulls out a dagger and just kind of twirls it in her hand and smiles and looks at you. Should we find out?
I'm going to activate a quick detect magic. Is that one radiating with magic?
As you look through that one, it's funny. It's not magic, but it's not like what a person would look like. There's something definitely off about it.
She focuses in on the aura. Is she getting prominent illusions or illusion aura, or what kind of aura is she picking
It's
up?
definitely some sort of illusion. But it's getting ready to come attack you.
Does it match the other ones?
As you look around, what's the distance?
30 feet.
The ones you can see all look the same. They all appear that way. But only one of them is currently running over towards you. Continues forward. What are you doing?
She stands there confidently.
Okay.
And dies.
Goes up, takes a swing at you with the dagger. And you just feel a cut, like just across your arm where it goes. And it keeps running past you.
Like shield. Does it feel... So Serena's resistant to psychic damage. Does it feel like it went off her psionic defenses, or does it feel like... Or her mental defenses, or does it feel like it went off her physical defenses?
It was like a physical attack. Excuse me. Popcorn.
And it phased by?
It ran past. So it ran past, hit you. You felt and got a little cut, and it kept going. Vel, because you're kind of watching this as a outside third party and not like an active participant, roll a perception check.
Okay.
She's either really, really fast, or she is all of them, but none of them.
You're not sure, like you're kind of trying to pay attention. It's very kind of curious to see at this point, though.
Okay, next method. Does that one have a mind?
It definitely does not have a mind. It kind of looks back at you, still can't figure it out. She'll kind of like flick the dagger up in the air and let it land on her hand.
Your illusions seem to be at least partially solid. That didn't seem to be a mental illusion, especially since everyone else sees it. But that's definitely not you.
Trying to remember the person who knew who would do the best in this situation was Illyria, but Illyria is not her group anymore.
I'm just gonna look around and see if she can't spot her.
Sure. Roll a perception check as you check around.
Put a little of magic into this.
Ooh, nice. Look about. You don't see her anywhere nearby. If she's close, she's either hidden behind something, or she's invisible, or hiding.
I leave for 5 minutes to get my zoomies out, and suddenly I have 10 sisters. What
As
is
you're
happening?
looking around,
10?
Well,
Two.
you see, misfit when a mama misfit and a papa misfit really love each other.
one from each side's gonna come at you now. They run
Nice.
forward.
Neither
One-
of them have.
Oh, they're going for Serena. One
Oh, I
goes
see, I
low,
see.
Serena, towards your legs, and one goes high towards your head.
I'll evade the two. Kind of try and block with the staff.
Sure, just roll a general deck save, we'll say.
You know what? I think
That's a check, not a save. Is that any different?
no. Also, yeah.
Well, your ring evasion really wouldn't kind of qualify for this one.
Okay.
I'd save your charges for something more. So is your mod any different? Or is it still
No.
a +3?
It's still +3 regardless.
All right, so you actually go in fairly well with the staff. Like you trying to get it where you can kind of almost deflect both with each end of the staff. And as you kind of come around and up on the other side, you just watch as it goes through both of the arms. Roll a perception check, this go.
Hold on. Let's try that one again. Well, that's slightly better.
All right. So the one that goes by your head, you don't even hear anything, and you just see this little bit of the bottom of your hair kind of just separate, and you can kind of feel it go next to you. The other one kind of nicks your leg.
At the moment she goes to nick me, is she feeling the presence of a mind?
No, not at all. Oh, like, are you just trying to passively? What's your passive area for picking people up? What's
She
your
has to check
radio?
bots
distance?
active, so it'd be anyone she can see within 30 feet.
But you would have to see.
You have to pick.
Well, I mean, I assume I see the two coming at me.
Oh, no, I know, but the two coming at you look the same. So from what you looked at, like they all appear to have that same illusion type sense to them. But Vel, you can roll a perception check as well. You actually get 2 because of your circumstance.
Okay.
Well, did you get my message?
No.
No, no bell.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. All right, Vel. So you didn't kind of get it on the first one, but that second one, you kind of figured it out. Let me send you a whisper. So the bad shot that flew by the head, you kind of put it together.
Mm.
It seems more like I'll send you a single word to help.
Yeah,
More related to
yeah.
that. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
So at that point, she stops and she kind of looks. Any more guesses?
And you said the moment she's actually making contact, she still doesn't feel anything.
Yeah. So like as you did it, because it was fairly close, like you literally watch as it goes through, and then you get cut by like the knife that shouldn't be cutting you.
I've heard of illusions that can actually cut. That's a bit. So these are, at least in part, physical. Some form of shadow illusion?
Not specifically, but not too far off. Or maybe they're all just me.
They're certainly aren't.
Hey, Serena.
Yes?
Maybe think of a less magical answer.
What do you mean?
You're getting hurt, but maybe it's not from magic.
She kind of looks over and just smiles at Belle.
I see. So you don't actually need to focus on the illusions, then.
They all just kind of giggle, and then you just watch one by one. They disappear.
My laugh was in character.
That was cool.
And then she'll just like come out from the bushes, off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da!
Well done.
Yep, I probably would have lost again. But it works most of the time.
How do you manage to have 8 separate illusions all out, acting independently without having to focus on them?
There's kind of a thing we're good at. I guess we were good at. I guess I'm still here, so I guess it kind of counts like that. But yeah,
Like
the trick
it,
is to how you use it, though.
What is it? Is it more hereditary magic?
No, it's not really magic at all. I can kind of do it as much as I want.
Well,
We're gonna have to take you to meet Lady Penelope. She does
Oh.
stuff kind of like you do.
Oh,
I
isn't
think you'd
that
like
the
her.
lady whose house we're gonna go see?
Yeah.
Indeed. She just kind of smiles.
I'm sure she's going to be just as intrigued to see some of your tricks.
All right. If anyone has anything else, otherwise, perfect day.
Can I contact my patron first before I do anything stupid?
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, she's never done this before, so meditate with the axe in my lap. Just only words I'm gonna ask is the lance yours? And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna throw a sending at him.
Feel anything?
I know what he looks like. I hope that's enough. I'm just gonna slap a sending his way and ask him if this lance is yours, if it's a viable target.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just roll a d100 in case he's not on this point.
Yep.
And you've never done anything like this, which is very interesting.
Yep.
So what happens? What time of day do you do this, by the way?
Probably near the evening when we're resting because I'm the designated driver.
Okay.
I mean, we can swap on and off if you want to ride Misfit every now and then.
No. If
Well, we're
anything,
going to arrive in town this evening because you guys rolled really well.
all right, so I guess I would have done it when they were goofing off with lunch.
So you go ahead and try to connect. You send the message. And while you don't get anything back, you've sent enough of these to know when one goes through.
No. I would have been less worried if it was a not viable target. All right, buddy, what do you want? I'm gonna try and commune with the lance.
Nothing. Roll an investigation check for me really quick. As you kind of take a better look at this lance.
Vision. Oof. That teased that one.
Not really picking up like there's nothing living in the lance itself. You can ascertain. As you kind of look at these runes, they don't appear like they're engraved on at all. They're painted on. And it's almost like this darkish purple, red, burgundyish color. That's all you really can see. Nothing seems to be answering.
Yeah.
You didn't ask the guy what. So hold on.
Yeah, we still got the head.
You could ask him what his religion was.
So, anyone else think of any questions to ask our decapitated foe?
You were
Yeah.
supposed to come up with these ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
Should,
I know.
Should ask him what it's like in hell.
Wait, did you start speaking with the head already?
I don't have the needle.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
You mean be ahead of ourselves? I'll go see
Oh.
myself out.
What we could pretend. We could ask him about the seeds.
You know, the seeds. What is their overall goal? What his religion was?
Why do you need to know that?
Because it may have some incline as to what Zool's actual motives are. After
Alright.
all, if they worship some evil god of destruction or something.
Oh no, I was
Yeah.
wondering if it was a good idea to make a deal with this thing. I hold up the lance.
I'm going to say 70%, probably not.
I'm with Phil on that one.
Oh, I'm probably already deep in this one.
Did you already make a bargain with it?
This one, no.
I like the air quote, this one.
I'm not going to pry any further into that one. Just right now.
I pull out my very non-magical axe that Serena knows is non-magical. and put it next to the non-magical lance.
Very strange individual.
Ari just looks so
Dense.
proud at the moment.
So we have 3 questions.
No, I think in this moment it's more like the less you know, the more you know kind of situation.
5 questions.
I know we have. We have 3 questions we want to ask.
Gotcha.
Why did you-
Religion, fruit, who they. I forgot the third one.
What their goal was.
Oh yeah, their goal.
So the goal, their religion, and what particular questions do you want on the seeds? Where did they find them? Did they make them?
Would that be stuff that he knows though? He
Possibly.
didn't. He didn't seem like the sharpest axe in the arsenal.
We have no way of knowing what he knows.
Well, I mean, look at him. He looks kind of dumb.
He looks kind of dead.
Maybe we could ask him why he said thank you.
I think I can come up with a pretty good idea as to why, but you can ask if you want clarification.
All right. Anything else, or to the city?
I do sneak Vel's journal back into her bag.
Sleight of hand, with advantage, because you're bleeding.
So no questions for the skull, or
I don't know. Does meats beats?
is what?
There is a lot we don't know about Zool and their plans, their organization. Difficult to narrow things down to 5 questions, especially since we don't know this individual's role within that organization. We can ask very general questions, but specifics, until we know more, are not available.
Is it a one-time thing?
Yes. You get to ask the 5 questions once. After that, from my understanding, you cannot ask questions anymore of that person. Even
It
if
might
someone
not be
else.
a bad idea to wait, just in case we have any more questions we want to ask in the future that become important.
I mean, I give the head a sniff. Is it rotting?
No.
No. Okay. We might have a lot longer than I thought we might have. Okay.
It looks
never mind.
exactly the same as when you cut it off his head,
Well, not really. It's missing an eyeball.
less the eyeball.
Yeah.
Well, it's not rotting yet, so I guess we do have time.
Just hope that eyeball doesn't come out the same way it went in.
Did you swallow it whole or did you chew it?
It's probably alive inside your stomach, Misfit.
Oh man, I wonder if it can see in there.
You ate that thing like 4 days ago?
Yeah.
It's probably not in you anymore.
What if it is though? Like gum.
Then you're gonna grow a whole baby inside you.
Oh, I'm not ready to be a dad.
Well, if you don't become a dad, then you don't have an eyeball inside you. There you go.
Each passing day, the more I feel like I'm going to just make a deal with the lance.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, so much. So many bad things.
Kalsto, did you get my messages?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Do you want
I
me to
also have
take
a
a look
message
at
for
it?
Destin.
Sure. I don't think it's just a normal lance with a wacky, temporary magical effect that can be applied to it.
Um, I would like to determine the nature of the symbols if I can. I don't know if that'd be history or arcana though.
Or religion.
What was
For
that?
this one, for you, would be history.
Okay.
You have no idea what this is. You're not quite old enough. At least not this character.
Does it give me similar feels as my pack weapon?
Mm, not really.
Okay. Oh, we'll find about it later.
Um. Uh. Well, I mean, the coloration of these things kind of make it look like blood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to talk, maybe you just need to give it a little something, something. I don't know, trace over it.
Let's just put a drop of I'll put a drop of blood on it first. And watch this immediately make a pack with it.
So, interesting thing.
Yep.
As you put a drop of blood on it, it sits there and it kind of begins spreading out over it. And you watch as the kind of burgundy color becomes more of a darkish purple. Still a little bit of red, but it becomes more purple specifically in around the area where you had it. And the blood is completely absorbed.
Well, there's your answer if you ever want to commit to it. And I just kind of, I give you back the lance and I walk away to let you do your business. I assume you don't want an audience.
I have healing magic.
Like,
Famous last words.
like,
I have a normal
actually, no, you know what? I'm going to stick around. I want to see this shit show go down.
Yeah, me
Is she
too.
doing? I was about to say, are you two doing it in private? But I'm going to assume not.
Why would we do this in private?
There is no such thing as private in a caravan like this.
That
Nope.
is also true.
Might as well just cut open my hand.
Oh, you just went for that, huh?
Well,
I
it's the same
look at
woman
you.
that shadowed her arm and then decided to play around with it for the sake of it.
Like,
Of
it's
course
one
she just
thing.
went for it.
It's one thing to like see it in person, okay? All those things could have happened like in my peripherals. This one, you just like did right in front of me.
I-
Okay.
I look you in the eyes, back to the conversation we had.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna put a considerable amount of blood on the lance.
Okay, so you slice open your hand. Are you like spreading your hand across the lance itself? Or are you like dripping it over? How are we doing
I'm
this?
going to like squeeze my hand over it. I'm not putting my hand directly on it yet.
Fair enough. So you make it rain.
Quite the appetite, and I don't know how well healing magic is going to work.
You watch as the blood drips all over it. And you all can kind of see this now that you're basically like in this small area. And you just watch as it continues to get drawn into the areas where the rune is. And they continue to just get darker purple. Amy, now that you've
Yeah?
given this enough blood, you know what this looks an awful lot like?
What?
Remember that rune that you saw on the wall down in the area underneath the circus tent where the
Uh-huh.
creature was? Very similar style of writing.
Oh.
Similar color, too.
Gotcha. Interesting.
But
It's similar to the runes under the tent.
Also, same coloration of the tattoos that you found on them that the creatures had come out of.
that may summon something then.
What are you doing here?
What?
I see a handsome paladin in the area.
Oh,
No, I didn't even notice.
Oh, hey, Destin. Do you want to have a sit down?
Buddy,
We're
how's it
currently
going?
debating summoning a demon.
I'm gonna pick up the lance with my non-bloody hand. Is there a tree nearby?
Of course.
I'm gonna just stab into the tree with the super dark runes.
Sure. As you slam it into the tree, it hits. It doesn't do anything specific. Seems like a normal lance.
If only I could put this into my packed weapons slot. Oh well. Oh, it's a fancy lance. Let's just keep it with us.
All right, so you guys pack it back up. Anyone else, or Florin we go?
I think Lauren.
All right. You guys made such great time, and the surroundings seemingly assisted with that as well. You get to Florin, we'll even say 6 o'clock in the evening. So still light outside. You do see it's a little bit worse for wear than it typically is. It's typically very beautiful, and you notice there's a lot, especially like the plant life, especially like a lot of the flowers and more decorative plants, completely washed away. A lot of buildings kind of washed out. But you do see a lot of construction, other things going on. So at least they do appear to be rebuilding. But yeah, that tidal wave seemed to done quite a number.
Place has certainly seen better days.
Wow, it's a big city.
One of the largest on the island.
Are we staying with that same lady we stayed with last time?
She was
Uh,
a-
she's kind of been through a lot. Maybe?
The little gnome lady, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Lula stayed with her before, remember?
Oh, yeah.
During the
Like-
invasion.
she has asked that we stop by.
We should probably go check on Vash's family's place as well to see if that was put back at all, or if that's just in the hag domain now.
You're gonna make me cry. Don't do it to me.
I'm gonna make
Leave them.
Ghost Vash chase us here specifically so we can duke it out in
Oh,
his father's
that
inn.
is messed up.
Let's do it.
He hasn't been able to visit
Thank you
here
so much.
yet.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, let's go to the end.
Where are we going first, group? Just kidding. But where are we going?
I'm gonna
I-
check Vash's dad's place to see if it's there or not.
I'm gonna go with Mystic.
Are we
You
splitting
guys-
up here, or
You make your way in, and I feel like you should already know the answer to what I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways. So you make your way over, and you go to where it should be, and where it should be is a completely empty lot.
Yeah, she really took that whole thing, huh?
I really need to ask her to put that back.
Might be able to spruce it up before we do so. Why?
Yeah, like
Okay.
the little fence is still there. It's all beaten up and barely hanging on, but yeah, everything else just like completely vanished. You can see where a house used to be.
All right, Allie, little buddy,
Uh-huh.
we need to have speaks.
My name is Ari, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I don't know who I was thinking of. That's crazy.
I
Ari,
do it all
little
the time.
buddy.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of need to check in with the boss to get her to put this place back and also to check in on Cass.
See.
I love that you're here and we're having such a fun adventure, but you need to check in with her eventually because I'm sure she's worried about you. If she knew you were gone.
Well, she probably doesn't know that I'm gone.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't hurt if she didn't know that I wasn't.
Okay. What if we ask for permission for you to tag along with us so she knows where you are and she knows you're safe and you can confirm with her that you're having a great time and you're not using any of your magical powers?
She looks really nervous. Maybe.
One is the boss. I'm sure she'd understand. You know, everybody's got to spread their wings a little bit someday.
Marina also has a necklace of non-detection.
If you want to draw this out a little longer, it's okay. I don't mind. But there is going to come a time where we have to tell her.
Just kind of like. Mm. It's like, we'll call her tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
I'll
Okay.
let Penelope know that we're coming.
It doesn't have to be tomorrow. We can call her when we're up in Varden if you want. Or later. But just, it's not good to lie to people.
Well, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell her.
It's the same thing. It's good to be honest with the
It's
people you love.
decidedly not.
All right. So we go to Vash's place, forgetting that we teleported away.
No, we knew we did that. We just wanted to see if it was still gone.
I wanted to see if she put it back or not.
Asked her to put it back.
Serena's
No luck there. Off to Penelope's, or where are we going to?
Yes.
Before we get there, Serena's going to make contact with Penelope. Hello, Penelope. We've arrived in Flora. We're on our way up.
Oh, good to hear. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Do watch out. It's a little bit messy.
Let her know. She says it's a little bit messy, but she's ready for us.
All right, so you guys head off in that direction.
Mhm.
You do notice a lot of the stores, the little fancy little shops, especially some of those clothing ones, like the one where that sword that insulted you was, have closed up just from damages, whether or not, probably a lot of inventory got washed away. However, if you're into diving off the coast, you never know what you may end up finding now.
Yeah, you know what? I'll at least try the door to that clothing shop. See if it's like actually locked or
It's like boarded up.
Oh, okay. Is there a
Yeah.
broken window I can slip in?
Windows are boarded up as well. Like it looks like
Never
someone already.
mind, that's too
came
much
to-
effort.
Like, oh man.
You just sneak in, the sword is sitting there. Well, well, well.
Hey, you want
Knock
to go
on the
for a
door.
swim? No.
No, there's a lot of fancy things in this town. But while you think about that, and you continue walking towards Penelope's manor, guys come to the front. It's kind of hard. You have to take the wagon around a couple of different streets that you typically wouldn't, just due to some of the roads being washed out. But you do end up arriving at the main gate. You do see a considerable amount of damage. The building where the workshop is completely gone. Like it completely washed out. The bottom of the main house, all the windows kind of are broken out of there appears to be a lot of damage. The upper level actually appears to be in a bit of better shape, and it looks like there's like 10 different workers here working on different repairs all over the property. Considerably noticeable thing also is the lack of the amount of little creations and robots that were here previously.
Aww.
You notice where maybe there had been like 50 previously spread all over just doing random stuff. You see maybe about like 7.
Do I see Rosie at least?
You see Ruby, but you do not see Rosie.
Mm.
Certainly wasn't kidding. This is far more damage than I was expecting.
Yeah, and you can see like this very extravagant outdoor like luxury tent setup.
Is there is the gate up or closed?
There is no gate anymore, so you can walk right or drive right on in.
Yeah, I suppose we'll head on in.
Looked a lot better the last time we were here.
Nice.
Guess everyone's having it rough lately. You guys go up to the main drive.
Yep. Are there any servants around?
Servants, not specifically that you see. They're probably over in like her new little tent city that she has built over away from the house. You see some workers and a couple of Mergen's creations.
She'll ask one of the workers. Do you know if the lady of the house is inside?
Nobody's inside. Check the tents.
She'll make her way over to the tents then.
Yeah, you walk over. There's actually 2 guards posted out in the front of this little area.
Hello.
Oh, no, I was expecting them. Come on in. And you just walk. It's like a very elaborate, like, outdoor setup. It has like a courtyard built within this little tent city. Sorry about changes. Going through some repairs and renovations.
I can tell.
Have to rough it a little bit for a while.
Well, fortunately, the camping supplies seem quite nice.
It gets by.
Yeah,
Plenty of time to read and try to keep myself distracted while I.
Oh, your books.
Yes, thankfully, I have other properties in other cities, so I've not lost everything, but yes, a lot of our things we had here were washed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Including my dear husband,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
who is still missing. I don't know if the poor fool's dead or if he's just found some way to escape while in his coma. I wouldn't put it past him.
You know, I didn't know what happened to Auntie Tallulah after the flood for a long time, but I got to Lenore and she was a tree, so you really never know.
I see. I've been unable to find anything about him. I've put a bounty out on him. For
How
his safe
much?
return, of course. Oh, it's, 25.
and I assume no form of divination has worked thus far.
I've never been able to get divination magic to work on him for some reason. Not sure why.
Well, I hope you find him.
Hopefully. Typically, people find him. He was in poor health, though, so I'm hoping he didn't, you know. And she just kind of like starts to tear up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you again. Really, it's been a little bit.
Oh no! Did you say that you had a couple of people who needed to stay?
Oh, yeah. We brought a couple friends to visit. I think you'd like Bluebird a lot. She does kind of similar magic-y stuff that you do, except it's not. Is it magic? It's not really magic. Anyway, it's really cool.
I remember her.
Yeah,
Her and
yeah.
your aunt stayed. Yes, yes, yes. Well, she's welcome to stay if she wants it. She'll have to stay in one of. And she just points to like this massive opening of tents and spaces. She's fine making do with what we have here. She's more than welcome to stay.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty sure that tent is larger than the cottage that you guys lived in before.
Yeah, this is bigger than my house. So it's nice.
Well, you guys are welcome to stay the night if you want as well, of course. Stay as long as you need.
Fortunately, we do have important business, so we won't be around too long, but while we're here, we'd love to keep you company.
Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Yes, yes, yes. Make yourselves at home. If there's anything you need, you just let me know.
She'll nod and find a room.
Sure. And there's just plenty of like these big tents, and they have like the openings you can kind of close off and tie off. And then you do notice there are also two guards in the back of kind of the tent area as well. It's very strange because Ruby's still here. Seems like more security than there typically is.
Who else is here?
Just me.
And them, and I like gesture to the guards.
Oh yes, well, and the workers and the guards and things like that. But that's yes, just me and now you guys.
Ma'am, are you studied in magic?
Yes, I've studied and dabbled quite a bit.
How would you go about breaking a soul binding spell?
That's not really what I specialized in. I really focused more in illusionary magic.
Okay, well, I feel we're an obligation to tell you some kind of soul-bound ghost has been hunting us down for the past week or two, and he might show up. And he likes killing passerby. Not by his choice. It's just what he's been made to do.
Oh yeah, maybe we should go stay in his empty lot.
An inn?
I mean, we have guards here that can help protect us.
You'll want to make the place very, very bright at night. He seemed to really struggle with daylight.
Right, we can do great.
Actually, I'm gonna lean over to Vel. Maybe we shouldn't stay here. We kind of have a bad rep going on right now, and I don't want to get the lady involved too much.
And I agree with you. It's your call, boss. We kind of do what you say.
And we kind of already rolled up here. Serena, could you do the disguise thing?
She comes back out of the tent. Sure. Any preferences?
I want to be a wizard.
Why do we need a disguise?
I'm not sure myself. It didn't I don't know if that'd fool him. That is not.
Oh, it's not for him. It's for like general townsfolk.
Oh yeah, bounty posters have been posted everywhere. That's right.
I don't want
all of
to.
us? Oh, all of us. Yes.
I mean,
I
Are
don't
you
wanna-
leaving? Are you all leaving, or are you leaving like the kids here and stuff?
I say we just put on disguises and stay. At least me. The rest of you are less in danger.
No.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I just don't want to sully Lady Penelope's reputation for harboring a criminal.
Lady Penelope, can we get a competent opinion on this? I'll show her the
Sure.
lance.
Ooh, very pointy.
It has a situational magical effect. Gesturing to the runes, and I'll give her just a rundown of what the
Yeah.
lance is supposed to do.
Oh, I see. That doesn't sound like a very healthy relationship.
On either end.
These things take a very heavy toll. Yes, they make you quite powerful and lethal, but at a very significant price. But as far as what are sure, I've never seen much like this before. Like, this does look very similar to something else I was researching, but damn it, all that washed away.
Um, do you know off the top of your head anything?
Thinking about what?
You said it was familiar.
Oh, I had something I had come across in other research that looks similar to the way that these are drawn out, but my research was destroyed and washed away.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't have a copy to. Personally, feel you would all be nice and safe here. Do what works best for you. The guard shouldn't give you any trouble.
Well, is there anything we can do for you while we're here? Any objects you want us to maybe take a look around for?
Find my husband, that would be great. You know, if he's just popping around.
I will. You'll be the first one to know if we find him.
But I know you kids are busy saving the world and whatnot. I'm just kind of smell. You be careful now. Are you leaving the kids behind while you go out, or are
No,
you all
we'll
going
stay
somewhere
here.
new?
Well,
I'm gonna go out and try to look for Mergen. Sure.
it's early morning.
It's like 6 p.m., right?
Or is it morning or evening?
We got there in the evening. Yeah.
Oh, okay, evening.
Serena will leave illusionary disguises for everyone. She will make Misfit keep things kind of similar. We'll make
Wizard.
Misfit a red tiefling with a big pointed hat and
Red
wizard
wizard.
robes.
Oh, splendid.
Vel will go. We'll just go with some red hair, change up some of her facial features, and give her a more mercantile outfit. Marius will keep much of him the same, but kind of bulk him up a bit, so he looks a bit more healthy. Give him a nicer set of clothes.
You mean just feed him a sandwich?
That man needs a lot of sandwiches.
Amelia, we're going to also change her hair color and make her a full elf. Also, again, glam up her outfit a bit. And similar things with Serena. We'll probably go with dark hair, alter her outfit. And you know what? We're going to make Bram perpetually an orange tabby.
Orange
Absolutely
cat.
not. I'm a black cat.
Oh, you're orange now.
Absolutely not.
Too late.
I changed myself back into a black cat.
You can't.
He's a black cat. There's just an illusion making him look like an orange cat.
Exactly. If you want to resist, you can make a charisma save.
All right, so we all do that. So leaving the kids while you go out. I will also note.
I didn't mean to double click. My bad.
Oh, well, if we're going off the
Uh,
first, you're an orange cat.
This seems like something Vel would probably pick up on more than anyone else. Vel, you notice at one point you haven't seen Noville in a while,
Yeah, I was about to ask.
and then you
So,
see over where the workshop used to be, he's just like pacing back and forth.
I'll walk up to him and just kind of like observe him trying to like stake the place out for a little bit before I interrupt him. Because I assume that's what he's doing.
Roll an insight check. He doesn't actually appear to be staking out because he's like looking down at the ground. He appears to be like measuring distance.
Are you trying to figure out how far you'll get tossed?
Oh no, just an old curious man.
Uh-huh.
There used to
Enlighten
be a
me.
structure here, and he kind of points at the subflooring that still remains.
Was that building already gone by the time I was here the first time?
No, this is the one that was full of all the stuff that you loved. All of it's destroyed and
Oh.
gone. That entire workshop that had all the things that like you had
Right.
free access to. Everything that was in the entire workshop washed away.
Yeah, it used to be a workshop. It was a good workshop.
Very unfortunate. Oh well. And he kind of walked away. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Just around the area he was when you walked up to him.
I can't roll good on these. Kalsto can level up right now, so I can use my sorcery points to re-roll that. I'm one level away.
It's too bad. It's too bad. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Yeah. So you guys get ready to go. Noble will probably stay with the wagon and the property and just kind of keep the place checked out. The kids can stay. What do you guys do? Where do you go?
So we're
I'm
looking
gonna
for stuff.
stay here. I'm gonna have a chat with Penelope and just kind of recount our last adventures, and I'm gonna help her maybe spruce up her garden area a bit, rear the
Sure.
flowers.
Okay, so you spend your time kind of hanging out with her and cheering her up and checking in. Okay. The rest of you, where are you going?
Are we going
well-
diving?
Yeah, seeing if anybody's going diving and maybe looking for Mergen. Mergen would probably take my priority, though I doubt I'm gonna find much about a guy who found a comatose. Because I imagine they like have already. It's been like 2 weeks since the natural disaster. I imagine we've already kind of identified most of the bodies that have already died, so going there probably wouldn't be useful.
The day is yours. Well, the evening is yours, I suppose.
Yeah, might as well. go.
Wait, hey, boss. Before we go out, you can do water breathing, right?
Not today.
Not even as a ritual.
Also, it's really dark. Are you sure you want to go tonight? I can do it in the morning.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, thanks. I guess Amelia and Val, are we doing a buddy thing or not?
Sure, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like that's what you were implying.
Oh,
I think
and
Serena
while-
is going out as well, correct?
she's AFK.
Oh.
But don't worry, I would have said this even if she came with us. So a point to note, something I've never tried before, and I don't know how to feel about it. I decided because I wasn't getting an answer from my patron that I would send him sending.
Right.
It went through.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a bad thing. I just felt like I should be more open with the group.
Is this to everyone or just to Val and Serena?
Let's see. Vel and Serena.
I mean, I've never really thought about doing that kind of stuff, so I'm not really sure how. Well, I mean, at least you confirmed they're real, I guess.
You know what's really annoying though?
Hmm.
That I still understand being annoyed.
Yeah, that one's a bit too human to hammer out of you, huh?
Mm-hmm. And it's like she's not even paying attention.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm referring to AFK.
No. Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, Techno's technically with you guys as well.
You looking for anything specific?
I mean, clues about Mergen would be nice, but man, that's
Oh, speaking of which, it doesn't take very long. So as you guys kind of walk off the property and start walking down the roads, you do actually see there is a posted sign up for the capture and or return of Merkin, alive, of course. She may have left out a couple of things when she told you how much. It's not 25; it is 25,000 gold pieces.
ugh.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
didn't ask how many zeros.
Well, she smelled rich, let's be honest.
True.
But like with a bounty that high in a city like this, there's no way no one's going to give up information for free, and two, there's no way that information is going to be accurate.
Yeah.
So unless we just like stumble into them like on a coastline no one's looked at.
Oh, can we stop by a bakery? They're still open.
I'm gonna like look at the skyline. Are there any fires going? Because that's how I would identify the city being alive.
I would say there are places out and about that are open. However, from a bakery standpoint, it is very later in the evening than a bakery would be open. Bakeries open very early and they stay open, to the later afternoon. So there may be places where you can get baked goods, but no specific like bakeries that are open with hot, fresh goods right now.
It didn't need to be fresh, or
No.
okay, we can look around.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So Serena, the part you missed is
Did
Amelia.
you go with us? Me and Vel.
She went.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Well, because originally we illusioned to everybody, but Misfit was going to stay behind, Noble was going to stay behind. I don't know if Marius was staying behind.
As always.
Yeah, so Marius and the two girls would be behind. Misfit's kind of hanging out with Penelope, and Nobel is pacing around in a field.
All right, continue then, Vel.
We didn't let Techno answer if he went with us.
Oh yeah.
Did you two say where you were going, or?
No, we're just kind of going out into the city for now.
Kind of looking for Mergen-ish.
But like not in a hopeful way, kind of like in a, well, if it happens, it happens way.
I could use with some supplies. I'll come with you.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
So-
and before we leave, she's going to link everyone up.
Now, Amelia, could you repeat what you said? Because I forgot your wording.
So Amelia brought up that one, apparently she has a patron, and two, apparently sending worked with him.
Oh, that's certainly very interesting.
I mean,
And another thing she said was, you know, the most annoying thing is that being annoyed is something I understand still.
well, at least that gives you a little bit of hope of maybe one day coming around to your emotions again.
It's kind of shrug.
Again, did something happen?
It's not really my story to tell. If you want to know, you got to pry yourself.
Now, is that a question or is that a rhetorical question?
No, that was a question. Though I also understand if you don't want to tell the story, either now or later.
Oh, I find emotions difficult. Like,
And
as
this-
in, the brain up here doesn't process the emotions.
Is that a recent development, or
Phew. How long ago was that?
Uh,
I'm 22 now, like more than 10 years ago.
did something happen to cause this, or were you just one day apathetic to everything?
well,
See, I told you.
yeah, she really likes not asking straightforward questions, huh? I mean, Serena,
How is that not
did you
straightforward?
forget about that image that was like shot into all of us when Amelia got hurt really bad back
Team
there?
Streets. You all immediately get your attention drawn to something in front of you as you're having this conversation walking down the road. And this evening's still nice. There's still a bit of daylight out. You see a gnome about 2 blocks up, just kind of slowly walking down. Looks like he has a cane.
Uh,
I mean, like a long coat and like a little hood.
uh, does
that
it look
seems
like
fun.
he's struggling to walk? Because that is going to determine my next action.
Not like he's struggling, but you could definitely tell he's walking like he's an older gnome.
Yeah,
Excuse me, sir. Can you give us directions?
You're 2 blocks away. He can't hear you.
Oh. We can make our way over to him.
yeah, I'll. Knowing that we came out here looking for an old gnome, that's an old gnome, I would like jog up towards him.
And then when Amelia plays like cards, she'll send her a quick telepathic message. Well played.
What?
Well played.
Oh, good.
All right, so you start running, and all of a sudden you just watch this little gnome kind of looks back the other way. You don't get a great look at him, but all of a sudden he sees you sprint out. He just starts like, he picks up his pace. It's not incredibly fast, but he is moving quicker than he was. If he was moving like 25 feet before, he's moving like 26 now. You'll catch him like in a round.
Yeah.
So he just kind of like starts making his way.
Are you all right?
Oh, gosh,
He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna throw something on the ground and just keep going.
See,
Uh,
you scared the poor
27
man.
now.
well,
What did he throw?
What did he
Money.
drop?
As you catch up to where it is, he threw like his wallet on the ground. However, oh, that's a 2 on a D100. You watch he kind of like goes and he takes a left.
Mm-hmm.
You get up to the corner where he was. You don't see him. What do you do? Investigation, survival.
No,
What
I
do you
would do
got?
investigation, yeah.
Serena will pick up the wallet and bring it over.
Oh my goodness.
Find no trace.
Uh,
You pick up the wallet. It doesn't have any like identification or anything. It's got some money in it though.
She'll run over to catch up to Val.
Sir?
I got the rest of your 20.
You look. You kind of see like where his footprints went, but then the prints just stop.
Can I walk over to where the prints disappear?
Yeah, you're there. You're like following them, and then they're gone.
Think
Like in an
Carlton is
alley.
Not your average elderly known gentleman.
Oh well. Well, he's gone. And good news that her husband might be alive.
Hmm. I fully misfit it. Well,
Marius came with us, right?
No.
Amari
No,
stayed
I
behind.
stayed behind. Bram
Uh,
should be.
I was about to say,
Bram's with
Serena's going to look around for Bram.
After him, you might be invisible.
hey, Bram. Got a good sense of smell, don't you?
I don't think I'm talking to you right now.
You made him.
Oh right.
Meow.
Meow. You can't see me right now, but I'm licking my paw in disgust.
Bram, cooperate.
If I must, what do you require of me?
To know if you can pick up his scent off this.
She'll hold up the wallet.
I'm over here. You hear the voice come from the whatever side you're on, other side.
She'll hold it down to him.
Roll a perception check. I think does a cat get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Percent?
Let's see.
Theirs might be for sight only.
Well, he gets to use whatever he has on his character card anyway, so he might have better stuff.
Unless
Sorry,
it's different, keen smell.
I am scrolling
Yeah,
through right
yeah.
now trying to find it.
You would get advantage because you have at least what the base cat does, and it has it.
Yeah. What did you say it was? It was a perception?
Perception check.
Hey, dropped a 1.
So you smell the wallet. You pick up the scent of what the wallet smells like, and then you search around the area. Like you even go where the tracks are. You don't pick up this scent.
Hmm.
It's like the scent remained on the object, but the scent of the man himself is not present in the area.
What kind of building are we next to? Like, is there a line of sight into the building?
Right now you're next to like a bunch of different rows of like larger warehouse buildings and like a couple of like places where like craftspeople would be.
She's gonna head over to where he was, kind of kneel down, and then look to see what within approximately 30 feet she could see that would be hidden.
I mean, there's a bunch of different places.
Wait, we're around like the craftsman's quarters?
Detect magic.
I'm gonna while
Is that what
Serena
you said?
There are places that craftspeople will kind of check out. It's like warehouses and craft places.
I see.
Like a lot of like lofts and studio type things that people have spread throughout them.
while she's doing that, I am going to jump into jump onto Vel.
Okay.
And Vel, I require pets.
All right.
I will no longer be invisible so that Vel can pet me.
So you guys are walking down the streets petting the cat. Anything else you guys are going to accomplish?
Thoroughly orange.
Was this your
On the to-do
compulsion
list?
to pet ability, or are you just asking them?
Oh no, I'm just asking. I didn't actually do the lure. That's just Vel failing because Vel wants to pet Bram secretly.
So did you guys want to go anywhere else or do anything, or were you just walking around?
You know what? I'll hang around the warehouses a bit. I want to see what craft product has survived. I'm getting the itch.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some stuff. Most of these places are closed up at this point, but you can see there's like different pottery places.
Oh no, I'm letting myself in.
Oh, you're gonna break into someone? What do you want?
Yeah, I just want to look. I just want to like. It's been a while. I'm around what I like doing. I'm getting in here.
Okay. I would say you come up to like a fairly standard warehouse. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check for the lock.
At this point, you guys don't have to keep following me.
Oh,
I think Serena would be having a look around, checking alleys, that kind of stuff, see if she can't find the missing gnome.
All right, you just pop open the door.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna start looking.
I'm gonna stand in the middle of the street by myself, shake my head, and go like, "God, these people just split up immediately."
I'm gonna say as you go into this one, it's strange. It's almost kind of like an antique warehouse. You see like a bunch of old, dusty pieces and things.
Yeah, if there's like blueprints around, I'm just gonna get lost in those.
No blueprints. It's just lots of old school artifacts and things like that.
Okay.
It's like being locked in museum storage and no one's around.
So I'm hanging out with Bram, giving him attention while going through antiques.
Mm-hmm. No sight outside Serena.
The compulsions have won today.
What about you, Amy?
I'll just send over the telepathic message that I'm gonna head back and look for a bakery.
And look for a what?
Bakery.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
And she'll run over and catch up.
Oh, and to answer your earlier question, captured as a child and experimented on. Smiles.
You certainly had a rough childhood, then. If you ever want me to have a poke around, let me know. I can't promise anything, but I might be able to help.
Help with what?
With whatever was done to you.
I mean, sure, why not? Uh, Back at the base, not walking
Go.
around.
So you guys can wrap up what you're doing.
Yep.
So while they're out and about, Misfit, did you have anything you specifically wanted to do? Everyone else is just kind of doing random stuff, more or less, at the house.
Not really. I'm just spending time with Penelope.
Mm-hmm. Roll an insight check for me, just for general sake, we'll say, as
Okay.
you spend time with Penelope.
At least 3 games of Patty Cake may have been played.
There's something that seems off. She seems a little bit more stressed than maybe she typically does, which is understandable. Mergen's kind of missing. I don't know. There's something strange that makes you just feel off. The fact that there's security here before and there didn't used to be, even with the presence of Ruby still around, there's something you guys just kind of aren't getting your finger on, or there's something missing from this picture.
Hey, is everything okay? Besides the whole Mergen and flood stuff.
Oh, most good as it could be. Hopefully we find Mergen soon and everything will be nice and back to normal.
You just seem a little extra, I don't know, on edge, and
Oh,
you have more guards around than you used to.
and she's kind of like sitting there with her tea. You kind of like hear her teacup, like almost like her hands kind of shaking a little bit on the china. Oh, just roll a persuasion check.
How many times you've had to roll these? You should be proficient by now.
I should be proficient in persuasion.
Milking old gnomes.
Nope.
And she just kind of like sits down for a second. Just a little bit worried, about knowing what happened to Morgan.
Is someone threatening you?
No. Oh, she trusts you. She rolled a 2 out of it on a D100. I found something that just made me concerned. Here, and she goes and she gets a little box.
Oh,
I found these after he had disappeared near to where the workshop was. And she opens up this box and there's like a broken arrow. And then there is like a necklace. Very exotic looking.
do I recognize either of them?
Don't think so. I know Dustin would recognize him. Because Dustin was the only person in the
Wait, is this the guy
workshop.
that killed me?
No. So remember when you first got here and met Mergen and you were in the workshop? And
Yeah, and then
there
the
was a
tentacle
thing in
guy
there?
killed me, and then time rewinded. Right?
Mm-hmm. Were you the
That
only
guy?
person in there?
Yeah. Well, no.
I remember
There
the
was-
beast.
Because
Yeah, there-
you ended up going back in and it chased it away, but did anyone go in with you?
Oh, I don't know.
Misfit, I think, tried to, or like Misfit saw me being weird about it or something.
Yeah, I was trying to remember for anyone else.
Yeah, because Misfit like felt something was wrong, and then time rewinded, and he's like, something went wrong, and then he went down. But it didn't show up that time.
Mhm.
So only Dustin ever saw that thing.
Yeah, so I would say none of you are familiar with these objects specifically. You could probably find out through various sources or other methods, but yeah, they don't look immediately familiar to you.
You found him in the workshop?
Yeah, they were near the workshop after, but they were on top, like someone had came by after. Worried that someone has taken him. That's why there's so many guards.
Oh. I'll if you don't mind, I can ask around and maybe see if this is a group or like an individual. Do you want me to look into this?
Um, don't trouble yourself too much, dear. A lot of people have lost a lot of things. We
No
just
need
need to
to
be
lose
thankful for
anymore.
the things we exactly. But if you happen upon it, or my lazy no good of a husband, that certainly wouldn't be bad either.
I'm gonna take out my little bestiary and I'm gonna take a sketch of both of the objects, noting any defining characteristics. Just in case.
All right, so you get your notes on the jewelry and the broken arrow. And then probably about this time, after you're done hanging out, they'd come back on to the grounds. As you get back, you still see Nobel out in the field pacing around. Everyone else, I believe, is in the tents other than the guards. And the construction people would be gone for the evening as well. Oh, well, I hope you're all hungry. We have food.
I'm staying in that warehouse until I get found and kicked out.
That's you. The one who's left behind. Roll a D100, Phil. As you're kind of just going around in here, as you kind of like go up to the next floor to take a look, you go up to a door and you see there's a door, but it's already open, like cracked open.
All right, I'm gonna go enter sneak mode, and probably I'm gonna send Bram a message, and I'm gonna ask him to go invisible and see if he can squeeze inside that room. Because I don't want to get caught yet.
Oh, here's a question. If he shapeshifts into like a spider, does he still look like an orange tabby?
Ooh.
How long was the spell duration? How long does it last? A
16
day?
hours.
Or 16 hours? I would
He's
say,
disguised for a
yeah,
while.
even if he's a spider, he still would appear. He's not tangible as a cat, but he would appear as a cat where he is.
That's
He
funny.
shrink down to a little cat.
Honestly, a cat wandering around an abandoned building isn't too bad. But I'm asking you to go in first because I am a bigger human and I cannot go invisible.
All right. Just wait for my signal. I'll turn invisible and go in as the cat. Unless I need to get smaller to squeeze through. Well, does it take? Hang on, I don't remember because I don't really use it a lot in like combat. When I polymorph, does that actually is that instantaneous? And do I have limited amounts of polymorphing?
The forms you could turn into, you can kind of turn in at will, just because your hit points never change anyways. You just change forms.
Okay, cool.
So like you can become a spider, and then you can become a cat, and then you become a bird, and you can go back. You just have to use your actions to kind of shift.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I will also. uh, Never mind. That's dumb. Yeah, I will go in to the warehouse and scope it out and see if there's anyone in it.
Okay. Um, as you make your way inside, it's just a bunch of old stuff. And then you do notice there's like this creepy looking mannequin that's kind of stored in there as well. So it's like this tall mannequin has no arms. It has a head, but it's missing like the lower jaw from the mannequin head. And someone's like painted on like eyes with like black ink.
Is it in a position where I could like set it up for a jump scare?
Potentially, if you want. It's kind of like under a curtain right now, so you only see like a portion of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it kind of out of the way because I want to try and scare someone with it.
Sure. So as you kind of pull the cover off of it, you look at it now, you get a better look at it. Um, you're actually not sure how it's kind of standing up. It's like balanced on like these tiny feet. Like they're just very dainty compared to like the size of it. And this dress that it's wearing, it's like this red and black dress, and there's funky little broken ass dolls that are like chained and tied all over this dress.
Hmm. Someone's into some very weird stuff here. If they die, they're definitely going to hell. Or maybe they're already there. So I'll do that, and then I'll just scope out. I'll kind of scope out the rest of the warehouse. Do I detect any recent presences, persons, anything like that?
As you kind of look around, I'll say you do find like some footprints and some dust.
Any lingering smells?
No
Like
smells
strong
though.
smells? Okay. Yeah, seems good enough.
Follow the footprints. Again, they kind of just disappear. About the same size as the ones you followed outside now.
Well,
Yeah,
that is
Val.
peculiar. Yes. I will go tell Val. Ah, yes. I have finished patrolling, and I can say that this warehouse is useless.
Awesome. I'm gonna go into the room.
Yes.
All right.
Just whatever you do, don't look under that tarp in the corner there. It's quite disturbing.
Look over in the corner. So tarp in the corner.
What are you talking about?
Yes, no, the other corner. That one over there. Do I see the doll?
It's
Or not the doll, the mannequin?
it's gone.
Hmm. Val?
Yeah.
I like to fuck with you and everybody else a lot. You know that, right?
I'm gonna pull up my journal and and turn the page.
Well, clear. Okay, that was not
Yeah.
me. Clearly, it says it was Misfit.
Misfit, definitely not Bram.
Yes, it was clearly Misfit trying to throw you off
And this
the trail.
clearly doesn't look like it was scratched in with a beak.
All right, listen. We're getting off topic, okay? The point is I enjoy fucking with you all. It is quite entertaining. You are all very easy. But I'm not fucking with you this time when I tell you that there was a creepy ass mannequin under a tarp in that corner with babies chained to it with tiny feet, and it was a missing part of its jaw. And now it's gone.
Roll an investigation check, Val.
Okay.
He's very insistent this thing was here. Look around, you don't see any traces other than the tarp that he said he'd kind of thrown off. And you're looking around, you kind of look on the ground, and there's something small like that fell under a table that's covered as well.
Okay. I'll raise it up and look under.
As you look, you can pull it out. You can just reach. It's not like hard to get to.
Okay, sure, yeah.
It's like a head of like a child's doll. It's those eyes, like the gravity ones, where like if you tilt the head upward, it's awake, and if you tilt it the other way, it's asleep.
Is this giving me the same vibes as that doll I burned that Misfit had?
No.
Okay.
That was like very animated. This is just a doll head. Actually, one of the eyes is missing though.
No, I think you just saw this creepy doll head and made everything else up.
All right, but when the creepy
Well,
when the
would
creepy
there be a chance
mannequin
that I saw it? Like, would a
Oh, you
Bram-
saw
would
it as well, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, would he? Because if I'm not, if they're trying to think, because I don't want to
It
metagame.
depends what you're doing at that time. If you're reading and you don't know,
It,
the type
I
of
will
thing.
say I would not have bothered you with it because I at the time did not suspect anything
Okay.
was amiss with it.
it was just a freaky thing.
I was just gonna move it somewhere to try and like jump scare someone. I wasn't actually gonna try and get Vel. I was just thinking somebody in the future is gonna come in here and freak out, and I'll just know.
However, Vel, as you're sitting there holding the head, the eye blinks at you.
I'm gonna squint and shake it a little bit.
And shake it.
Well, be
Accidentally.
gentle. Be gentle. I saw that too. It could be alive.
Weird fucking thing.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I could think of is like look for a magic rune on it to see if that's what made it blink. That's like all I got. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start doing what I did downstairs and opening boxes and looking through stuff.
You don't see much of anything else. You just kind of keep going through boxes.
Yeah, this place is interesting. I am being the white girl in a horror movie right now.
Nice. All right. So
You're
while
falling down and
Vel's
can't get back up.
Uh-huh.
gonna try to start the car like 5,000 times. All right. So while Vel's going through the warehouse, you guys come back. It's time for dinner. Those of you who didn't go do notice that Vel doesn't make it back yet at this point. But you are all back at the house at the moment while he's doing that. So what do you guys want to do currently?
Hello, you alright?
How long does that thing last?
A couple hours.
Yeah, it's been too long since I've been in a crafting place. I just need to get my fix.
Alright. Well, food is ready when you get back.
I know the way.
I'm gonna show Serena the drawing of the necklace and the arrow.
Mm-hmm. What's this?
So, Penelope said she found these by the old workshop. Kind of suspicious. Ring any bells?
She takes a look at the drawing. How detailed are the drawings?
I'm fairly good. I mean, you could keep the box too. She didn't like request the box back.
Does it appear to be of a craft she's familiar with?
No, because I mean, it's basically it's an arrow and it's a piece of jewelry.
Val might be able to discern a bit more about the jewelry. This is more in her area of expertise. The arrow
Okay.
is not of any craftsmanship I'm familiar with.
Oh, I
Although
should go back and do a sniff check, maybe.
would not be a horrible idea.
I'll keep asking around.
We did also stumble across a suspicious individual.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know Morgan's scent, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
She'll hold up the wallet to him. Does it smell like him?
So, Serena, I love you. It's a lot harder to pick up scents in people form. Would you like me to turn into something else?
If you want to pick up scents, that might be best.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna turn into like your basic wolf. Just a little guy.
And she'll hold the wallet down to him.
Give it a sniff. Roll a history check.
Is a big 2.
Smells like a gnome, but you can't tell if it's the right flavor of gnome.
Just kind of smack my lips a little bit. Yeah, I can't really tell.
I'm hesitant to bring it up to her, but might be best
if-
to do so.
Maybe if she has something of Mergen's, I can compare the smells.
Um,
I also feel I need to ask a fair clarifying question as a player. You said it's a wallet. Do you mean, is it just a bag filled with coins, or is it like more of a traditional wallet?
It's kind of like halfway between like a coin pouch and a wallet in a sense.
Did he not have any identification in there?
He did not.
no,
Okay.
You could probably just ask Penelope if she recognizes it too.
that was my next plan, but I figured while you were here,
Yeah, I'll come with. Let's go check in.
we'll make our way over to Penelope. And before you think it, Demelia, no, I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, because you're all more or less getting ready for dinner anyway, so you'd all be gathering in the same location.
Amelia, what'd you buy at the bakery?
Oh, did we actually get to a bakery?
You did not find a bakery. However, roll a d100 to see if you found. Like, what are you looking for? Are you just looking for some pastries, or?
Oh, I'm buying a cake.
Ooh,
No.
I mean, lucky sevens.
I mean, you might be able to find like a place that has like a couple of smaller, like hand size little tarts or cakes, but nothing that would be like a baker. It would just be a place that like sells them.
Hey, an individual cake would work.
Mm-hmm. It's not a great quality, but it beats nothing.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I come back with a cake, a small cake.
Just a small one?
Yep. For one person.
That's so mean.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm gonna go find Bluebird.
Yeah, they're just all like everyone's coming to dinner right now at this point,
Mhm.
anyways. Easy enough to do.
I mean, I gave her the offer earlier, and if she doesn't give me the information, I'm just gonna eat the cake.
All right, so you come up to her. What information specifically are you trying to derive out of her?
Oh, used sending that if she told me how her thing worked, I would give her a cake, a cake.
Oh yeah, no. So as you walk over to her, she just kind of like motions to you,
Mm-hmm.
looks at the cake, nods with approval. What she will eventually explain to you, and you guys have kind of seen it in the past, anyways. It's just been a long time. The illusions never touch Serena.
Yeah, yeah.
Those
I
are
figured.
timed. Those are her. So she's off in the distance doing some sort of a ranged physical type attack that is being timed with the strikes from the illusions.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it out, but I did offer, and I might as well
Mhm.
make good on the offer.
The
Even if they're
illusions
figured.
themselves, though, are legit, good quality illusions. But yeah, she hides through various methods and attacks from a distance to make people think they are actually lethal and tangible.
Very clever.
Serena's just very adept at doing it, and most people don't pick up their even illusions that quick until it's too late already. That, and she also wasn't trying to kill Serena.
Yep. All right, so Bluebird has the cake now.
Yep. Oh my god. Yeah. Bluebird's having fun. This is like the spoiled grandma trips.
Because the thing is, if I bought cake for everyone, I couldn't use it as a bribery item.
And probably after you give her cake, they probably like will bring out cake.
No, I know. I am well aware.
That's double the cake.
Yeah.
That's cake for now and cake for later.
All right. So, Belle, victim of your own success. I have a map for you.
Okay.
Just a warehouse. Fear not. Not go. There you go.
I'm sorry her autism did this.
We'll say
We
we'll
support
put you
you.
both here. Okay.
I want right here.
You can put yourself where you want to go. Bram is also here. I'm going to put Marius in the corner so that it's easier for them to do controlling things. We'll just put Marius way down here so you can watch. All right, so it's the two of you. Okay. So as you're kind of exploring around here, are you staying close to Velbram? Or are you doing? Are you going off on your?
Yeah, I'm still hanging out near Val.
Okay. So you're both where you're at on the map.
Yeah, I like where I'm at now. This is good.
Sounds good. All right. As you're kind of looking through things, you're like looking around, and you currently have a box lit up, Vel.
Yeah.
And as you go to put it down, there's a doll sitting on its butt on the next box in, just staring at you that was not there previously.
I'm gonna like look at it. I'm gonna look at my hand crossbow, see if that's glowing or not.
Not glowing at the moment.
Okay. Then I guess I'm not going to. I'm gonna think back to Douglas's advice, because if this is a possessed doll, just be polite to the undead. I'm going to skip over the box it is sitting on and go to the next one. So I'm not going to interfere with it at all. I'm just gonna pass over and pop open the next one.
Right. So you just kind of move on.
Yeah, I'm giving it its space.
After about a minute or two, as you're searching an area next to it, you just watch as it stands up and it turns and it faces you.
Hello.
And it just starts slowly walking in your direction across the top of the table. Like right here.
Gonna back up a little bit.
It just like puts its arms up, almost like it wants to be picked up.
Val, you should pick it up.
Yeah. I pick it up.
You pick it up and it
I don't hold it towards me. It's like
Yeah.
arms like that.
you pick it up and then it just kind of sits there, moves for a little bit, and then it just goes limp in your hands.
You think this is like a haunting, or I'm gonna look for like I'm gonna investigate the doll and look for like a wind up screw.
Just appears to be a doll.
Okay,
Screws.
so Bram, we're both on the same page. Ghosts, right?
Oh. Oh, now you believe me. I
Well-
don't know. I don't know if I believe you anymore. I think you're losing your mind, Val. Clearly, you've been taking far too many recreational drugs.
All right, sweet.
Yes, you dingus. Of course, I believe it's ghosts.
Well, should we see what they want?
Yeah,
Okay.
ask it what it wants.
Well, I think this one kind of left.
We'll put it back down and see if it comes back.
All right, I'll set it back down again.
You put the doll down. It starts crying.
I pick
Oh.
it back up.
Oh no. Well, that's your life for the next forever.
Okay.
Well, why don't you try by asking it a simple question, like if it can understand you.
Where's your mom?
Just crying.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the van out front and I'm gonna check to see what the name is.
What? Oh, yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha.
Reference.
Question for me. Is there a window kind of close to me?
No, not specifically. There's smaller windows that are like higher up on the walls because it's a warehouse.
Okay.
And there's like some at like the very top itself.
All right. I'll do this instead. I'm just gonna set one of Ash's daggers just on the counter over here. Just, safety precaution.
Mhm.
And I guess I'm gonna start walking around with this doll. Because I asked it where its mom was and didn't give me anything.
Yeah, it just keeps crying.
Oh, it's still crying.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it continued to cry.
Uh-huh.
Say nice things to it. Tell it everything's gonna be okay.
Also, at this point, Vel, now your crossbow starts glowing.
No, I think this is a moment where I put this thing down and I walk away. So I'm
At
gonna.
this point, I need both of you to roll initiative.
All right. Let me cancel my movement.
Also, Vel, you smell something strange.
Like powdery strange or dead
No.
strange?
Like a burning smell.
Oh,
Hey, Marius, I technically go on your initiative. So what's your initiative bonus?
-1.
-1. Okay. So 18.
Divvying out some art to make things a little easier. Oh. Didn't see my card pop up. I'm like, where'd it go? Top of the round. Yeah, you smell burning.
I can't tell if it's like below or anything.
No, it's in this room with you.
Okay. Well, who's going first?
Oh, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what's going on. All right, so you smell the burning sensation. At this point, you hear things moving around in the room. More than one thing.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Have I set the doll down, or do I still have it?
up to you.
I'm gonna say set the doll down, and I'm going to move away from it.
Okay. As you walk forward, it's visual here. Pretty sure I had a picture. I swear I did. So when I had one of those. Oh. You see in front of you, though, as you kind of walk up in the middle of the room. The last one I click on. Oh no, it's the first one. I already knew this. Oops. Bigger than that. But what you see before you, it's strange. It's like an Iron Maiden, but it's burning on the inside. And it's set on top of like a bunch of wheels.
What kind of Elden Ring thing is this?
No, I've seen this before. Clearly, whoever died inside that.
All of a sudden, you watch as a head lifts up from the top of the Iron Maiden. And like kind of clicks on. It's this weird like metal face, and someone's put like a really poor blonde wig on the top of it. So it's like a metal head on top of an Iron Maiden with a blonde wig on wheels.
Is that the thing you were talking about?
No, not even close. That is most certainly a torture device.
And you just see smoke coming out of it.
Huh?
Here's my theory, okay? Somebody died in there, a horrible, tragic death, and now they're haunting it.
Okay, but why did it turn on now?
Because it heard the baby crying. Why else do you think?
Fair enough. So I've used movement. I haven't used any of my action economy. Yeah, you know what? Let me draw a line. Oh man, I'm sorry I got myself into this, guys.
You're absolutely fine.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to there.
Okay.
In that narrow alleyway.
You can just step to the other side without issue.
And then I'm going to toss a chromatic orb of cold at it.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So that was going at it. Just roll one in the direction of Bram.
In the direction of?
So roll your chromatic orbit, Bram.
This is
I'm
like
gonna-
in Wii bowling when you drop
Wait,
the ball behind
Bram,
you.
Bram, are you still invisible?
Not at this moment, no.
Yeah, this is just a wild shot. He does have a resistance ability, though, I believe. Is it before or after you get hit with it, though?
I have damage resistance to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons that aren't silvered.
All right, well, roll your damage at him real quick. Because he's already resistant to a portion of it. So 19 to 9, and then can he reduce 9?
Hold on.
I think he had me double check. I think he has to be close to me for me to do that, or I have to know for the reaction.
I'm going to use Font of Magic Empowered Spell to attempt to roll lower, as I notice the spell going astray. So I can roll up to my Charisma mod, which is 3. I'm just going to re-roll the whole spell. So heal yourself back for 9. And I'll drop new damage on you. And let me know when you're good.
Hang on a sec. I actually never gave myself health, so let me start by giving myself health.
I got you. You have Bram's card. I deleted his runes.
Okay, cool.
One less.
Yeah, it's up. All right, so you throw the wild shot.
Ow.
Anything else?
No, that's everything I can do.
Bonus action.
I was Misty stepping.
Oh, no, I know. I was just saying, did you have any movement left, or is that all of it? Oh, no.
Yep, that's all of it.
All right. So that brings us to Bram. I would say about this time, Marius, you'd also be aware as Bram kind of takes damage, it almost like alerts you to something going on with him.
Okay.
As you kind of focus in and you see this strange iron mating contraption, and you can tell that him and Vel have engaged. You're not really sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of funky looking. All you know is that this machine has a wig on it. So it is you and Bram.
Do I need to go ahead and roll initiative?
Yeah,
just
you
use
can roll
Bram's?
initiative, but at this point you could just use Bram's. It's gonna auto, or actually no, it won't auto roll. I forgot, wrong campaign. Yeah, so you can just go off on Bram's.
Hey, boss.
What are you getting yourself into? What is that?
Listen, I'm just keeping an eye on Vel. Vel's doing some investigating and decided to start sticking her nose in all this business that ain't hers. And now we're being attacked by ghosts. At least I think it's a ghost. It's probably, I'm like 90% sure it's a ghost. Anyways, don't suppose you close enough to give me a little bit of oomph, a little firepower, if you know what I mean.
No, as long as you're not on another plane, I can do that.
Yep.
All right, let's hit him with the good old 1, 2, 3.
Trying to make sure I've got it targeted. Where am I? Okay, yeah, I got it. That's your attack, not mine. Bram, aim better.
Sorry, boss.
Quit freaking out and just look at it.
Listen, I got a little bit of frostbite. I got a little bit of frostbite here. I don't know if you noticed the part where Vel decided to throw a fucking cold sphere at me.
There's also a little bit of smoke coming out from this thing as well. So it's, it could be a couple different.
So there's 3 strikes. You're out, bro.
All right. I'm gonna climb on top of what are all these like stacks of crates and shit pretty tall?
Yep. I'd say they're probably on average, like depending on how many boxes, like 5 to 12 feet.
All right. I'm going to climb up on probably this one over here, and I'm going to try and position myself so that Vel can't see me, so that I
Sure.
can't get hit by another fucking orb.
But first, Bram, as you climb on top of that box, I'm going to need you to roll a perception check for the boxes across from you.
All right. Let's see. Perception. What I see with my cat
As
eyes.
you climb up, there's something else on top of the boxes across from you, almost like doing the same thing you're doing, except it's a head and just a head.
Ah,
In fact,
great.
it looks like this. And it's just kind of looking at you.
Hey, fuck off. This is my box. Go find your own box.
Nice. All
And
right.
then I hiss at it.
All right. Anything for you? Do you want to use any of your own actions?
Let's see. I moved. When I use Marius's attack, I don't think I'm allowed to attack.
No,
right?
you still have
Or I can
an
still-
action you can do of your own, but most of yours you have to get a bit closer.
Okay.
Because you have like a cantrip, damage cantrip, which isn't super range, and then you have like your stinger and things.
Yeah. Plus, I don't really know if poison spray is gonna do much to an Iron Maiden, a presumably haunted Iron Maiden. You know what? Actually, I do have an idea of something I could do. Could I wait? Hang on. How far? Ed. Okay, I'm a little too far at this time. I can't do that now. I'll tell you what. What am I able to shapeshift and then shapeshift into a spider and then shoot my web in the same turn?
I think web actually takes an action, so you'd have to do it one and then another. So you'd have to like change your form in one turn, and then you'd have your abilities the next.
All right, I'm gonna turn into a spider.
All right, so
this turn.
And no one sees you do it, so you're in a box because you were a cat, right?
Yep. Well, I mean, technically, I guess I don't know if me shape shifting constantly is gonna mess with the magic or not.
No, shouldn't
But,
mess with anything because all you're going to do is change form. Your stat box basically stays the same. You just
No, but I
turn it
mean
different.
because Serena did the orange tabby illusion on me.
Well, yeah. So yeah, it still looks like there'd be a cat kind of where you are. You're just
Okay.
It actually, if people shoot at you, it would work well in your favor.
It would.
That's true.
Because people would shoot at the thing that's above you. That or it makes a really little cat. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, so easy enough.
All right, cool.
All
I'm a
right.
spider now. And I will wait for my next turn.
Okay. Creepy little head is just sitting there smiling at you.
Can't see me anymore. I
At
think.
this point, the doors open, and you watch as a massive. Is that a knight? It's like a huge suit of armor. And one arm is like this massive lance. It almost looks like it's a drill bit as opposed to like a traditional lance. And then the other arm is just this massive shield with like a laughing face on the shield. The armor itself has no head.
All right, Vel, it's time for us to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So it just walks in here. Bell,
Uh-huh.
at this point, you look behind you.
Mm-hmm.
That mannequin with the dresses and all the dolls is just kind of standing there behind you.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about. Okay.
Okay. This one's just kind of smoking away. All right.
Wait, it's not doing anything.
All right. So this one, Bram took cover, which is probably a good plan. From out of this Iron Maiden that's burning through these holes in it, you watch two fiery crossbow bolts shoot in your direction, Bell.
Okay.
One just shoots next to you and it hits one of the boxes next to you and lights it on fire.
Okay.
The second shot. That one hits.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that one.
You take 15 points of damage. Ugh. It's a pretty decent sized bolt, too.
Okay, cool. Why was all this in a warehouse?
It's going to wheel this way.
Where else would you put it?
Right there. Also, at the same time, I'm going to move us both a half square. This one will come up here. Yes. And as it walks up to you, it has no arms, but the arms of the dolls all start reaching out and grasping at you. They like start grabbing onto your clothes. You manage to pull away from them.
Mm-hmm.
And as they like start crying and reaching out, trying to grab you, the head starts singing. I need to make a wisdom save.
Not a oh my god.
That 20! Curse you!
I did not want to get put to sleep.
Bram has trained you for this moment.
That's what remains. Bell, it's your turn.
Are there any noticeable windows on this wall anywhere?
The most notable window would be at the top of the steps. So it would be like up the steps and then out. So like it would probably be like here, or like a window, or like down over here, up on the higher portions, and then down below, probably like over here.
Okay. Can I Misty step to there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, I will do that. And then I'm going to spend my action. Is it like a window I can? I'm at level 2, or do
What's that? You
jump up to it? Is it like level?
It's a little bit up, but it's not hard for you to get to.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to spend my action breaking the window.
All I got was breaking the window.
I'm going to break the window and throw one of Vash's daggers outside.
Sure, roll an athletics check as you go to break it.
I can't just roll an attack?
If you want to roll an attack, you can.
I'd rather roll an attack, yeah.
Easy enough. What do you hit it with? Your dagger?
Yeah, just...
Okay, so you just kind of break the window. It's not a huge break, but you break enough of that part out of it.
Yeah, and then I just, like, on the follow through when the glass gives, I just drop it on the outside. And I will get out of here on my next turn.
All right.
Because it's definitely not enough for my body to slip out of right now. I imagine it's like a 4 panel, and I broke one of the panels.
Easy enough.
That is all. Yep.
At the end of your turn, before Marius goes, the large one turns around and goes back out front. Follow you.
I haven't teleported out yet. I can't.
You're on the outside, I thought.
No, I threw a dagger outside.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
It takes a bonus. As far as I'm aware, it takes my bonus action to dagger teleport. And I
Gotcha.
use
In
my
that
bonus
case,
action.
Instead of doing that, it moves up and climbs up.
Oh, hey, big guy.
And it is going to attempt. I think it only gets 2 attacks. 1 with each side. So the let's see. It's going to do the lance first. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Ouch. It's funny that Bram and I said that at the same time.
31 points of damage. Is you get up, you're trying to break it out, you get the dagger out, and as you're sitting there, you feel this shove into your side, and you just rack with pain.
Look like D12s.
As it pulls back, it goes in to slam you with the shield to knock you away from the window. But it gets stuck on the wall. It just hits like the boxes next to you.
Okay.
Marius' turn.
Can I even tell what that he's trying to escape?
I would say it's actually you're down in a box right now, so you don't really have a good visual.
Okay.
Bram said out loud, "It's time for us to leave."
Yeah.
Can you get out, or you need me to get you out?
I mean, I think I could get out myself, but if you got a little something to expedite, I wouldn't mind a little assist.
And how far away is the group from where I am? Like, how long would it take Bram to get back?
If you summon him back, you can get him to you instantly. To get to where they are is a bit of time.
Like I say, I can bring you back to me.
Hang on just 1 sec. Let me make sure that Vel gets out of here first.
You pop your head up and you see this drill bit lance inside of Vel's side.
Yep, my little spider eyes pop up, and my little 8 eyes pop up, and I'm watching this. But then everybody else just sees this orange tabby poking its head out. Hey, Vel, how you doing over there?
As long as they don't kill me within like the next 6 seconds, I should be able to run away.
All right, run faster then.
If you could distract the dress doll somehow, that'd probably help. I don't know if it can reach me.
Yeah, let me see what I could do. I will. Is it? It's mine and Marius's turn now.
Yes.
All right. In that case, this is what I would like to do. I would like to. All right. I would like to turn back into a normal cat. I'm not going to go with the spider plan anymore. I'm going to turn into a cat. And I'm going to use my bonus action displacement. As a bonus action, Bram projects an illusion that makes Bram appear to be standing in a place a few inches from its actual location.
Nice.
Causing any creatures to have disadvantage on attack rolls against Bram. So I am going to, you know how when you need to get your cat because it's like, oh no, my cat is sick and I need to give it medicine, or like, oh, I need to give my cat a bath or something like that. And the cat just runs away from you, and because cats are liquids, you can't ever catch them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to yakety sax this warehouse. So where's the dress doll? Is that the little
medium one? It's
the
yeah.
All right, I will run over here with my little clone right next to me, and we're both gonna meow at it, get its attention, and then we're
Okay.
going to when we have its attention and it starts chasing us, we're gonna then start to run this way. You don't have to move me now. I'm just directing you to like where I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry. I see a check mark and I just have to click it.
Yep. Here, okay. Click it.
And then
Don't click it. All right. So we're
All
gonna
right, so
get
that's
its
for
attention.
the fake one. Gotcha.
Yep. So basically, I'm finished with my action now. But
Okay.
when it starts chasing me, my plan is I am going to lead it on a chase.
What about you, Maurice? Were you doing anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm just letting Bram handle things.
At the end of your turn,
He's getting popcorn, is what he's doing.
you watch this one fly across the room. And as this one gets closer, it's just as strange as the rest. It's mostly like a wire frame with like this strange head that's on top of it. It has a single wooden wheel that it's using for like its legs to get around. And then it has 4 arms that are bladed sides. But right now it's like flying across the room. It's not even on the wheel. However, it goes and it tries to attack an ambush. It swings 2 of the sides through the illusion and then sticks right here.
Get fucked.
It's its turn. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he already went.
Doesn't do anything. Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. Okay. The big one by Vel.
No, it's Iron Maiden, isn't it?
Oh.
Because that guy moved after me.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
We don't do random initiative.
I know. But are you sure that what you're seeing is what you're seeing?
No.
Drill arm. It won't be a nat 20, don't worry. It was a 19, it wasn't a 20. It pulled back. It pulled back.
Okay.
$18. Gonna go over that shield again. See if it gets stuck on the wall. Shield range?
No.
Alright, so you get smacked with the shield. 12 points on that one. It just kind of clocks you with that. This one also moves up and is going to fire 2 crossbow bolts at Bram from the inside. So you just see these 2 fiery bolts fly over at you.
Disadvantage for Tiny.
Yep, make sure disadvantage.
Because he's a spider inside of a cat illusion.
No, I did say that I turned
Going
back to a cat so that I could run faster.
So it should just be normal, but not this creature.
I mean, I feel like cats should have like triple disadvantage, if I'm being honest. I have never caught a cat that didn't let me catch it.
No, they should just have multiple.
Didn't you use a
9
skill to
on their hit
impose
points.
disadvantage as well?
What
That was the thing.
Oh, shit.
You used a skill last round that gave people disadvantage, right?
Should have
I
just summoned
did.
you back, Bram.
Yeah. So read what you did again.
Yeah, I did the displacement.
I took out the displacer already.
I don't. Is that how that works? It doesn't.
Does it have
say,
HP?
No, it's just an illusion.
But it only gives a disadvantage when it's targeting you. Let's see.
It says
Link it.
it doesn't say anything about it only says the effect ends if Bram takes damage, is incapacitated, or speed becomes 0. So it's still, I believe that means that it's still here.
So I think it acts like as if he was a displacer beast, kind of.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he flies for you then. So we'll take one other shot at you because it did aim at you, but you get the advantage.
Okay, so just a regular hit.
It's a regular hit for the first shot. Too much half. Well, actually, yeah, I'm just going to heal him for the 2. Let's just see. Okay. All right, so that was first shot. Second shot. Also disadvantage. Flat 20. Shenanigans? No shenanigans?
I don't have any shenanigans. At least I don't think.
Still a beefy bird, though, with those resistances. Is that?
I'm fancy to the dagger I threw outside.
Sure. So you through the window.
Mm-hmm. And I'm quickly picking that thing up and I'm sprinting down the street. So I'm moving 60 feet just away from this place.
You drop down off the top of the roof.
Oh, it was on the roof?
Yeah, you're elevated up.
Okay.
Well, like you drop down from like near to roof level, so you just have to drop down a bit. But you can just roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Don't bleed all over my building. Ooh.
Far too late for that.
All of my blood is staying on me. All 3 drops of it.
Well, actually, you'd be able to teleport to your dagger anyways, because if you just dropped it, it would have been on the ground. So yeah.
Yeah. Like I tossed it out the window, which was my goal to get on street level. Yeah, that was my plan.
All right, so you're down there, and then you just start kind of like running off down that way.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll say.
All right, boss. Beam me up, Scotty.
Gotta wait till it's my turn.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to say that.
You guys go next, anyways. All right, so you watch Vel teleport out the window.
Okay. I just summoned Bram back to me.
All right, Bram snaps back.
Oh, please, for the love of God. I don't care which one. I hate them all, but I don't care which one. For the love of any of the gods, make this orange tabby go away.
I don't have a dispel, so
Ugh.
I could have prevented him from casting it, but
Vel,
Yeah.
as you're running outside, you just see this small gnomish figure like standing out in front of you.
Uh-huh.
And you need to roll a deck save. Yeah, I'll force it on you. Oops. My little arrow, or your arrow is saving you.
Oh,
So you just sit there and you're like walking and you see this small individual.
walking. I'm running.
Well, yeah, but running, but you're also like bleeding out your stomach at this point. So as you're like holding,
I have blood in my stomach again.
you have a hole in your stomach. Let me be clear.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like running down, and as you come up, you see this gnome, and you don't get a great look. You're not sure if it's Mergen or not, and then you just see a flash, and you hear a loud bang.
Oh boy.
You take 22 points of damage as a large blast goes off in front of you. Everything goes white, and we'll pick up there next week.
I feel like to end
All
off
right.
there.
You got shot.
We're like
Yeah.
sitting there having dinner, chatting, and all of a sudden Serena just like perks up, like a part of the connection just, or she can't feel Vel in the connection anymore. And just turns to the others. I think that was in trouble.
Things beyond the trouble. Well, thank you for
All
running,
right.
sir.
I was even thinking of using a hit die, but I chose not to. If I rolled max on my 10, no, I wouldn't have lived. Nope.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens on Tuesday. We pick up there.
The
All
only
right.
hope you would have had is if you had used your Sorcerer's Fortitude as your action first, and then popped a hit die.
You could have used a
don't
Chad
think
heal
I have
too.
access
as
to
a-
that.
If you have your you're at least 3rd level sorcerer, right?
Yeah, but I didn't see
Yeah.
anything about that.
It's called Sorcerer's Fortitude.
Heck no, I'm gonna be honest. No matter how hard I look, I can't find that thing.
You can't find Sorcerer's Fortitude?
Nope.
Well, thank you
That's-
for running,
never-
sir. Thank you, everyone who hung out with us tonight. Appreciate it very much. You can catch the replays or the other campaigns on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follow, shares appreciated. And we should be back tomorrow night with some Grimdark. So join us then, midnight Central. And this game will pick back up again Tuesday. So we will see everybody then. Have a great rest of your weekend. And if you'll hang on through the credits, I'll find us someone to raid. Night, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Good night.
Hi, everyone.